Hello, welcome, beautiful love light. My name is Jamie. I am a certified Reiki master and self proclaimed spiritual maestro. In a meditative vision, I saw myself as a conductor standing in front of like a symphony of all of you beautiful love lights. And I am merely the timekeeper or the conductor of all of the energetics that exist all around us all of the time. So, welcome to my channel, Heart Rhythm Healing. I've decided to use this channel sort of like inspired to share with you something that I recently I had been wanting to learn more about, and in diving into it, had this inspired idea to share with all of you what I was learning as I was learning it, and so that is why I've been coming in here. I'm going to share the days and sort of like the bigger like wave spells and the spiral of this Mayan Galactic Calendar. Couple things that I want to hopefully make note of every video, although knowing me, I'm sure that I will forget sometimes. So first and foremost, I was introduced to the Mayan Galactic Calendar from another YouTuber. Her name is Cassia, and her channel is Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. I invite you and encourage you to check out her channel. I think that she's phenomenal. And then I got this calendar from 13moon.com. Also on Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia, she has an affiliate link for the calendar. I tried to get one. They don't offer it anymore, so I don't know if hers is still active or not. But you can get a calendar at 13moon.com. And then other resources that I utilize are I got a new one, actually. So I've been reading The Mayan Factor by Jose Arguelles. And then I recently got the Mayan Oracle, which I thought was a book, but it turns out that it's actually a like oracle deck of cards. So I got these cards, and I actually pulled some in my my online sacred medicine healing space. So I have another free group where I share Monday meditative morning with my group, and it's the harmonic.us. I invite you to go there too, and you can join. Again, it's free, or you can pay a small fee of $19.99 a month to subscribe to the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, where on Tuesdays, which is what today is. Today is a Tuesday. I call it Tune In Tuesday, and I do guided like meditations, and I share messages that have been. So I spend quite a bit of time in meditation before it's my opening of that sacred medicine space. I get very present and connect with the energetics and seek the messages and really get that inspired guidance, that inner voice kick in. And then I go live in the group where I share Reiki healing energy live in that space. I share the messages. We do a guided meditation, just allow that cleansing, clearing energy to bathe us. And then every single day, you get Reiki energy sent your way when you are in that container. So I set the intention that every single individual within that container receives exactly what they need, what is like coded to your individual blueprint for your highest benefit, to keep your energetics free flowing, to break apart densities, dismantle, any blockages and behavioral or mental patterns and constructs that are in your way, so that energetically that is continually happening for you. So I guess you could kind of think of, to use like more of a religious term, it's like intercessory prayer, but it's like really setting that firm intention to have that life force energy really cleanse and bathe your energy body every day. I don't even shower every day, but I cleanse my energy every day. So there's that. Anyway, so I want to offer that to you. So if you go to theharmonic.us, you can check out that group. Again, I come in there on Mondays. And then the Harmonic Vibrational Attunement Ensemble, that group is in its infancy. I have big plans for that space. However, it needs to grow before I can really grow into all of the value added things that I want to bring to that space. But first and foremost, every Tuesday and every day, I send Reiki. That is what I guarantee you in that space, and it will just grow and mushroom and blossom from there. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, join me on over in theharmonic.us, and then subscribe to the Harmonic Vibrational attunement ensemble, but I pulled some of these Mayan oracle cards. The one on top that I just pulled is Portal of Transcendence. So that's kind of cool, especially since there's a lot of higher heart activations going on in the cosmos right now. The moon is trine Venus. Venus is absolutely a symbol and a sign of love and the love that we have to give. The full moon on Friday is in Cancer. Cancer is all about nurturing and self-love, really taking good care of yourself and those around you. So there's just a lot of love going on right now, y'all. So I have been absent the last several days. Again, my promise is not that I will come in here daily. My promise is that I will come in here when I feel inspired to do so and I have the time available. So these videos are going to kind of be hit and miss, and so if you want to know when I go live, hit the subscribe button, and I think you have to click the little bell so you get notifications. If you like these videos, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Because I'm new. I want to get exposure. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm learning. So if this resonates with you and you think of people to share it with, by all means, share away. Okay, so we're going to dive into today. And again, with every episode or whatever you call it, broadcast, did I say the other? So I don't think I said the other resource. So I have these books, Mayan Oracle, Mayan Factor. This is my channel. This is me, y'all. We're all over the map. But Astro Dream Advisor is another resource. And I want to make sure that I tap into that because I need to. I want to read through that today too. They offer information about the dream spells and the wave spells, which is what I'm going to read about, the wave spell that we're currently in, which is the white wind wave spell. So to start, at the top level, that big umbrella that's overarching this entire calendar is the red self-existing moon year is what we're undergoing. There are keywords that are tied to every tribe. So there's 20 tribes and there's 13 tones in the galactic calendar of time. So for the red self-existing moon, it's the red moon tribe with the self-existing tone. And that is that encapsulates this entire year. So those keywords, the keywords of the tone self-existing are define, measure, form. Can you give me just a couple minutes? Yeah. Thank you. Define, measure, form. And then the tribe, the red moon, the keywords are purifies, universal water, and flow. So remember that this is this entire year. So it's from July 26th, 2022 to July 25th, 2023. So this whole year is bathed in the energetics and vibrational quality of the key codes: define, measure, form, purifies, universal water, and flow. So that encapsulates this entire galactic year. This month, the 28-day lunar month cycle began Tuesday, December 13th, and it wraps up Monday, January 9th. And it is the rhythmic moon of equality. It is the sixth tone of the tones of creation. Those keywords for this entire lunar cycle, so from the 13th to the 9th, are organize, balance, and equality. And then on December 26th, so if you're in the United States or if you're a Christian and you celebrate the day after Christmas, December 26th kicked off the white wind wave spell. And we are in the 9th day of the wave spell. And those keywords for this 13-day block of time are communicate, spirit, and breath. And then we have today. The energetics of today, the tribe and tone of today that are in the description or the title of this are the white solar dog. So we're going to dive into and unpack what that means. However, before I do that, I wanted to rewind to go back to the last day that I covered. Again, I'm not going to go into depth in these days. I just want to touch on them so that you kind of get the pattern for how this, the tones and tribes unfold. Okay, so the last day that I did a video was Yellow Electric Seed Day. So from the Yellow Electric Seed Day, which is the third day of the White Wind Wave Spell, the fourth day was Red Self-Existing Serpent. Then Friday, December 30th was White Overtone World Bridger. Saturday, December 31st was Blue Rhythmic Hand. New Year's Day was Yellow Resonant Star. The second, or yesterday, was Red Galactic Moon. And then today we have the White Solar Dog. Something that I thought was really just kind of unique. I don't know if it really means anything or not. It just stuck out to me as something that I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Is that on January 1st, we entered 2023. Numerologically, that number is a 7. So we're in a year 7. And I think I talked about that in one of the other videos in here. But it was also the 7th tone of the White Wind Wave Spell. So I thought that was pretty cool that we landed in year 7 on tone 7 within the galactic calendar. Again, I just think it's cool, like how like the overlapping quality of this, lunar, solar, galactic calendar. Keep forgetting how they describe it. Yeah, I'm not going to look for that now. And then the Gregorian calendar that we're all very accustomed to utilizing, right? So I just thought it was pretty neat. Each day has an affirmation tied to it. So the daily affirmation for the White Solar Dog Day is, and I wrote it in the description box. So if you want to click on that and then read along, it's I pulse in order to love, realizing loyalty. I seal the process of heart with the solar tone of intention. I am guided by the power of death. So I really like that. And I think it's pretty cool that I've just picked up from the top card, and the Mayan Oracle card was Portal of Transcendence. Again, I'm still learning, so I don't really know what that means, but I feel like, the January 1st was the 1-1 portal. Anytime we have repetitive numbers that is ascribed to any part of our calendar, it is a galactic transmission of information coming encoded, and usually one is around like leadership and the sacred masculine and taking action and identifying your priorities, like getting things kind of in order, right? Like starting, like initiating, like it's the like you're starting fresh and brand new with the number 1. So that's the type of energy that comes through. Sitting in that energy, you tend to be able to like kind of intuitively pull out what's happening. But this portal of transcendence, so to transcend is to rise above something. So if whatever it is that you are desiring to like kind of rise up above and pull yourself up and out of, there's this portal of transcendence that's happening right now. There's, again, a lot going on in the cosmos. We have like higher heart activations that are flooding and pouring through right now. And there's just a lot of really like loving, nurturing energy going on around us. And so this portal of transcendence, I feel like this is a sign that there's this opportunity available to us energetically to really ascend, like to transcend all of like, pardon my, if you have little ones listening to this right now, I cuss. So just so you know, but like to transcend the bullshit, really, like to really just be like, ugh, and recognize that the shit in your life is there to fertilize your growth if you choose to see it that way. And it's really about sort of emotionally detaching from what's going on and really looking at it from a perspective of like, okay, wow, I'm feeling all sorts of things. And I know that I need to unpack that because it's unhealthy not to go through your emotions. But instead of getting swept up and away in those emotions, sit with them. Allow your body to feel that whatever, like that, let's say it's anger, like feel that powerful pulsing of rage and anger and allow it to move through your body and ask, wow, that's really intense. Why do I feel such strong emotion? And it's such a catalyst for change. Like, what needs to change in me so that I don't necessarily lose my temper? It's okay to respond in anger, to have your boundaries and to not allow people to cross those boundaries. But it is not okay to just unleash your vitriol and vomit all sorts of harm and hurtful words on people just because you're mad. That's what's not okay. It's okay to be angry. Sit with that emotion, learn from it, allow it to catalyze and move within you to give you that power to change you. And then be able to be like, okay, why was I so upset? What's happening? Like, do I really want to be around this person? Like, is that like, am I supposed to remove myself from this person in my life? Or was it something else? Was it something completely disconnected? Do I owe that person an apology? Do I think they owe me an apology? How can I go about like that's when you start to unpack what needs to be unpacked for you to grow. Again, use the bullshit in your life as fertilizer to help you blossom and grow into your most beautiful, highest expression of self. I love in the Mayan Oracle, I started reading it. It talks about essence self. And it just is so yummy and juicy to me, this idea of essence self, which is also very divinely feminine. So, all right, we're going to dive into this pulsing of the white dog. All right, white dog is the 10th tribe in all the galactic signature tribes. The color is white. The code key to that is refines. So today is a day of refinement. So just to go backwards, the keywords are initiates, then it's refines, then it's transforms, and then ripens. Sorry, I had to follow the 9, 10, 11, 12. Like it spirals, right? Like it goes in a flow and then it spirals back into initiates. So every 4 days, we're initiating, refining, transforming, ripening. Initiate, refine, transform, ripen. And that's sort of this 4-day cycle that we all spiral through. So we can utilize today to really refine whatever it is that we're initiating or has been initiated within us. And it's constantly happening. Like we have all these major things that are being initiated and little teeny tiny things that we're initiating. And we should do our best to stay conscious and aware of it all because it all matters. Every little tiny fragment and detail matters. Now, that's not to overwhelm us. Like everything matters. We absolutely like what we say matters, what we do matters, what we think matters, what we feel matters. But we don't have to get wrapped up in the minutia of it all. We can utilize all of the little details and ask, okay, what do I need to pick out of the day? Which is why end of day reflection time is precious. And I will openly admit I suck at that. I'm not very good at reflecting at the end of the day, but that doesn't change the fact that it is precious. And there are some nuggets and just really divine wisdom that wants to come through that reflection, because the more we can reflect upon our lessons within the day, the little tiny things that kind of bubble up when we sit down and get quiet for just a few minutes and ask, like, what stood out to me about today? what really stood out to me about today, and then document it and kind of keep a journal or, an ongoing record of what that is. And maybe you'll begin to see patterns. Honestly, I feel like that's spirit telling me that's what I need to do. And maybe you'll want to join me too. Okay. So the three code keys for white dog are loves. Imagine that with the freaking moon trine Venus, that the code key for today would be loves, heart, and loyalty. Again, I just love the synchronicity and how it all aligns. It's just super cool to me anyway. Indeed, this is the quote from William River Bento. I have no idea who that is, y'all. Indeed, when the human soul's intrinsic value is to love, there can be no greater confirmation to what makes a person truly human and yet divine at the same time. Again, that's William River Bento. The heart is both earthly and heavenly, a medium between spirit and matter. The heart is pure, incapable of anything but complete honesty. The heart's nature is unconditional acceptance. Its essence is receptivity, transparency, and devotion. Okay, I'm going to push pause because receptivity is a huge quality of the full moon that's coming on Friday as well. So again, more synchronicity and alignment. Its strength is in its vulnerability, its beauty in its expression. Its function is love, endowed with infinite resources to share its graces. The heart, as a spiritual center, wishes to serve in the glory of union, welcoming all inclusively. As we dwell in our heart's simplicity, love takes the reins, and a path of possibilities effortlessly opens before us. The heart's domain is relationship. Temples of initiation offering vast insight into the celestial prisms of the heart and the myriad layers of connectivity among souls. White Dog urges us to seek out and enjoy our companions of destiny, our kin, who fulfill our heart's longings to reciprocate true love. So kin are the numbered tribe that you're a part of. So if you are a white solar dog seeking out other white solar dogs, that's your kin. And then you also have other other tribes that are associated with that. The basis of healthy relationship is to always honor the truth of one's own heart. Pain in one's life from unresolved wounds signals our attention. One of our heart's roles is to transduce pain into acceptance, resulting in peace, which is exactly what I was just talking about, with sitting with that emotion, that really strong, potent emotion, and allowing it to transduce pain into acceptance. What's the lesson? What do you need to learn? How can you, allowing that anger, that grief or depression or anxiety a seat at the table? What's going on? What's going on inside of myself? I'm feeling this very intense anxiety. What's happening? What's the lesson? What do I need to learn? What do I need to pay attention to? Your body you will answer yourself. It's a little freaky in the beginning, I'm not going to lie, but it's true nonetheless. And then you just have to learn to trust that voice, which takes time. This personal process requires full awareness on feeling the sensations of the pain, whether physical or emotional, while recognizing that in a transcendental sense, the pain is not who we are. It is just showing blockages or imbalances. So again, if you want to come into the harmonic vibrational attunement ensemble, it's a way to get rid of those blockages and imbalances, at least at an energetic level. It is merely passing through us, seeking a heart to meet and acknowledge it. If we give all the pain over to our heart center and surround it with a vigilant, patient, compassionate embrace, the fire of our self-loving acceptance burns away its veils, diminishing its intensity, and if needed, liberates us into the lessons underlying the pain. White Dog asserts that the essence of our being is love. Everything we do is either love or a cry for love. The all-curing medicine of compassion is sourced from the heart. So that's White Dog. And then we are in a tone 9 solar tone energetic flow. So that's the tone of creation. The code keys for solar are pulse, realize, and intention. From the perception of the multisensory human, the intention behind an action determines its effects. Every intention affects both us and others, and the effects of intentions extend far beyond the physical world. And that's a quote from Gary Zukov. I can't read. Zukav. Gary Zukov. Zukav. Tone 9 pulses the power of intention. Here we awaken to the realization of universal mind, which precedes and directs all manifestations of our physical world. What does Napoleon Hill say? What the mind of man can believe, it can conceive or can achieve, something like that. So we see the nonlinear emanations of consciousness which uphold this reality. We understand that information is perpetually sent and received by our biophysics circuitry every moment, whether we are aware of the experience or not. As the ancients say, quote, whatever you put your attention on grows stronger in your life, end quote. Solar tone challenges. Harness energy information by directing it. Pulsing is a way to amplify or communicate using mental, emotional, and spiritual energy united. That's something else that I set the intention for within that space. As you harmonize the harmonic vibrational attunement ensemble, as you harmonize with your highest expression of self, you are gaining alignment between your energy, spirit body, your physical body, and your heart mind, all of the bodies. Exercise your natural ability to be in telepathic contact. It requires clarity, connection, and like our body's pulse, a steady streaming surge of energy. Realize your vast capacity to broadcast your truths, both subtly and physically. I love this one today. That's solar pulse, right? Like use that. So heart rhythm healing is when you tune into the rhythm of your own individual heart, that cadence that's beating inside of your own chest. When you tune into that rhythm and that pulse and begin to work with that energy, truly beautiful, wonderful things begin to happen in and around your world. It's really crazy. I'm a living testament to just constant, consistent change, generally for the better. All right. So last thing, I'm going to astrodreamadvisor.com. I'm going to go to day 9 of the White Wind Wave Spell. Read this, and then we're done. We're out of here, y'all. That's today's, and this one's short too. Today's little episode. All right. The question for you to I guess just to allow it in and really just begin to like marinate in the question and see what comes up for you. So this day 9 solar tone of the White Dog day within the White Wind Wave Spell is, how do I shine the light for others? So start to ask yourself that question and kind of take notice of the things that start to bubble up within you, within your heart mind. How do I shine the light for others? White dog qualities are companions of destiny, heart, love, service, loyalty, spiritual strength, guardians and guides, breakthrough, emotional body issues, ego, recasting the past, and new beginnings. Recognize your companions of destiny. One of the gifts of White Dog is the calling in and recognition of other companions of destiny. Other beings with the same longing are waiting to meet and acknowledge you. beings who can see you as you authentically are. When you have truly been seen, you feel empowered, and remembrance of a shared sacred trust is ignited. This is a natural process divinely designed for recognition through vibrational affinity, freed from personal expectations. White dog can be seen as an access point for developing relationships with guides, totems, allies, and guardians. There are many ways to work with these spiritual guides, including guided visualizations, shamanic journeys, and meditation. A useful construct is viewing them as aspects of yourself, part of your life stream that is asking to be integrated. Remember, there is no other. In this grand adventure, you are being asked to embody all that you are. The harmonic wisdom of white dog is affinity, the attraction of like vibrations or substances for one another. What a beautiful energetic that exists today. The energetics of affinity, like attracts like. So the clearer that you become as a vibration, which so we have this electromagnetic field around us. It's like a 3D donut that's in constant motion going both ways around our entire body. As those energetics cycle, we have electrical pulses, those are our thoughts, and magnetic pulses, those are our feelings. So the clearer we can become with our thoughts and our emotions, so what I call this heart-mind coherent connection, and really purposefully and intentionally send out that vibrational signal, that's when the law of attraction, the law of attraction is always working. Whatever it is that you are thinking and feeling, whether consciously or unconsciously, it doesn't matter. That's what you're going to attract back to you. That's that quality of affinity, which the white dog today offers. So what a beautiful day to really gain clarity about what you truly want to be thinking and feeling on the regular. Write it down. Begin to speak that into your body. Record it on your freaking phone. Where's my phone? Right here. Record it, listen to it, bathe, steep in the vibration, the energetics of those words. Really begin to speak to your heart mind and remind yourself over and over and over again of who you truly desire to be. And before you know it, you'll start attracting everything that you need to make it so. May it be. That is today. That is the energy of white dog. If you've made it this far, oh my goodness, thank you. I truly, truly appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. Time is the most precious, creative gift that we can gift to one another. And I hope that you appreciate the time that I put into this broadcast. I certainly appreciate you taking the time to witness it. I just love you so much, beautiful love light. I treasure your existence. I want to invite you to the harmonic.us. Please come over and check it out. I'm on Instagram at Heart Rhythm Healing. I'm on Facebook at Heart Rhythm Healing. Come find me. I'm also here, and you can just stay right here too if you want to, wherever. And let me know you're here. I would love to, again, begin to facilitate and create and collaborate this community, however it begins to build and grow. I'm just truly beyond grateful that you're here. I love you so very much. I appreciate you and your time. And until we see each other again, maybe tomorrow or the next day, I don't know. Remains to be seen. It's a magical mystery. Go shine, beautiful love light. Go shine. I love you.